Hello, my name is Jose Solaz. I'm the Head of Innovation in Automobile and Mass Transport in IBB, and I'm going to describe the results of the SUAVE European project. We will focus on the identification of relevant scenarios in the framework of automated vehicles to study the emotional state of the passengers. A critical factor for user acceptance in connected and automated vehicles is trust, which is based on the feelings of safety and acceptance, being the emotional process the most influential aspect. This study describes the process to define relevant and critical scenarios able to elicit different emotions on the basis of the OCC model. This model permits to classify by 22 possible emotions the different states of the driver or passengers of the autonomous vehicle in the framework of high levels of automation. In this project, we have based the study on qualitative and quantitative research with the involvement of almost 600 participants in different European countries. The first stage consisted in the identification of the situations and aspects that might provoke emotions to the passengers, specifically as aforementioned within the OCC model, while traveling in an automated vehicle level 4 and level 5. Additionally, was also asked by emotions most frequent experienced by the passengers in this autonomous vehicle, as well as driving habits and acceptability of the autonomous vehicle. This study was carried out in Spain and in Italy with 45 adult participants, 24 in Spain and 20 in Italy, achieving gender balanced representation. The second stage consists in the analysis of the arousal and the valence, the intensity and degree of the positive or negative emotion in 15 relevant situations obtained in stage 1, as well as understand how different profiles of users can influence in the emotion felt. As I said, in the first experiment stage, participants selected those positive and negative emotions that consider as most relevant in the framework of autonomous vehicle. As can be seen in the figure, the most relevant positive emotion report were satisfaction and joy, whereas for negative emotions, fear is the most rated. The main result of this study was the collection of the most representative scenarios in the framework of autonomous vehicle, reported by the participants and associated with these emotions. So a total of 15 scenarios were defined, and they cover situations related with the behavior of the ego vehicle, the vehicle itself, sporty, dynamic control, system failure, interaction with other agents like pedestrians, and the external conditions such as traffic jams or fluid traffic. You can see in the screen the different scenarios that we found that can have different influence. Furthermore, each scenario could elicit more than one emotion according to the OCC model. The main conclusions of this study, to sum up, is this research has allowed to generate a universe scenario database of emotion scenarios defined by future autonomous vehicle passengers. In the framework of high levels of driving automation, we're talking about level 5, level 4 in SAE classification, to understand the influence of the profile of the user in the emotion felt and determine the intensity of the emotion with respect to the emotion felt. The results have a practical application for the sector, addressing the future for the most relevant scenarios that would influence the emotional state of the passengers while experimenting automated vehicles. So it facilitates a better integration of human factor in the deployment of autonomous vehicle. The study also brings aspects to identify the needs of the future passengers and a basis to study the required actions of the vehicle behavior to reach high levels of acceptance of the autonomous vehicle. In the framework of SUAVE, the scenarios defined will be used in experimental tests consisting in immersive experiences with subject participation and simulated autonomous vehicle. The analysis of the physiological signal of the participants based on heart rate signal and considering other biometric parameters like breathing rate, temperature, and also behavioral like face expressions, blinking, and so on, will be used as a basis to build an emotional prediction framework for the automated vehicle. I would like to thank the partners of the consortium that have been able to reach the results, and I would like to thank you your attention during today's speak. Thanks a lot.